What is this? Weird. Oop. Hey, all right. All right, good morning. Let's try this again. Hello, good morning. How's everyone doing today? We're having some technical snafus, but that's okay. Let's save that. And this is episode Tuesday. Good morning. All right, and we are going to be working on tapping into source guidance today. Let's save that. Good morning. You guys are getting a little bit of a peek behind the scenes of some of the craziness that happens. Yeah. There are some days where I'm really excited and I jump out of bed, and there are some days where I'm like, I just want to sip my coffee in bed. Today's one of those days. And it's kind of yucky out, so it's one of those where I don't feel bad about it at all. So, all right, who's ready to dive on into Tarot Tuesday? We're getting ready and I'm going to dive on in. Let's do this. We're going to add audio and get ready to go live. And make sure you guys are letting me know when you're watching. It definitely is exciting to be able to do live readings for you guys. So if you guys are here and you let me know who's here, I'll be able to do a reading for you. Okay? All right, here we go. Starting the show. Good morning and welcome to the Coffee with Christine show. I am your host, Christine, and I'm so excited to have you here with me on October the 25th, 2022. Today is episode number 28, and it's Tarot Tuesday. So each week, I love to dive into the cards to see what kind of perspective and what kind of additional guidance we can get, and from just a different point of view. And I love pulling the cards because it gives us a different vantage point. Can you tell I haven't had my coffee yet? Different vantage point, and it allows us to really view things from a different angle, and that's something that I absolutely love about pulling cards. So today and this whole week, we've been talking about your inner source and connecting to your guidance and your God and your spiritual power. And we're going to continue on that path today. So today's topic that we're going to be pulling the cards for is going to be tapping into your inner guidance, how you can tap into it, what source wants you to know. You're going to find something out what to do daily to tap into your inner guidance. And then we'll also do an energy focus, so that way we know what energy area we need to really pay attention to make sure that we're maintaining our connection to our inner guidance. So I've got two particular decks of cards that I use for this particular type of reading. So I have my Game of Thrones cards for the actual tarot reading, and then I have my energy deck cards for the energy reading. So today, we start off with the intention. So this podcast is for women who like a little bit of woo and a little bit of magic, and are also interested in learning tips and tricks in their self-care so they can start putting themselves first without feeling guilty, so they can start getting back more time for the things that are important to them. And if this is you, if you're an introverted woman, introverted woman, this is going to be for you, because as an introvert myself, I relate so energetically with those who have a tendency to cocoon into their own space at the end of the day. You know, you can be live, you can be bubbly, but at the end of the day, you pull yourself into your space, you cocoon yourself off, and then you reemerge into the world as the beautiful butterflies you are. What are you guys sipping? Tell me what you're sipping. I'm sipping on the Great Vibes Harvest coffee. It's the pumpkin spice. And I have the Planet Oat Milk. Today's going to be a struggle, everyone. I'm not even going to lie. So we'll go ahead and we'll pull today's card for the initial intention. I should probably just chug my coffee because that's where we are today. Ooh, that's really good. All right, so today's card intention is going to be the Queen of Spears. So Queen of Spears represents, see, it's Daenerys. I love it. Queen of Spears. And it's Daenerys, Stormborn Targaryen, and she's sitting very regally on her throne. Spears represents wands, which represent fire and passion and spirit. And as the queen, she's a feminine energy and a connector. And so what we're going to be tapping into is her desire to understand and her desire to be a good ruler will also be of benefit to us as we tap into our own understanding, our own connection, and our own fire and passion and insights. So that will be the intention for today's reading, is to gain understanding. I love it. I love when the cards match. All right. So we're going to pull 3 cards from today. And again, we're doing the Game of Thrones deck because, again, I absolutely love the art on here. So card 1 is going to be how you can tap into the divine. Card 2 is what source wants us to know. Card 3 is what to do daily to connect. And then the last card is going to be the energy deck. And that is going to be that guy. So let's go ahead and dive on into this. So how can you tap into the divine is going to be 4 of Cups, which represents introspection. So tapping into the divine means going into yourself. And I love this card because Cups represents heart and flow. For me, it represents water. So water is life force energy. 4 is foundation, which is the building upon. And so you have Sansa and Littlefinger sitting in the Godswood. Let me hold that up for you guys again. Sitting in the Godwood, 4 of Cups. And Sansa is deep in thought underneath the tree, underneath the guidance of her gods, right? And Littlefinger is there offering her a cup, offering her a penny for her thoughts, so to speak. But she's there and she's obviously focused on what she's thinking and focused on what she's feeling. So today, for us to tap into our divine guidance, takes a little bit of time and introspection. Love it. All right. Card number 2, what source wants us to know? It wants us to know. Today's all about being the queen, the empress. And it's Daenerys Targaryen, and she is standing up on the boat. She's up on the deck of her ship. She's got more ships behind her. She's got the dragons flying in the background. She's a force to be reckoned with. She is ready for war, ready for battle, ready for whatever's going to face her. Source wants you to know that even though you're standing on that deck, it looks like you're by yourself. You've got a whole crew of dragons and ships and men and women who are ready to fight with you in your battle and to help you charge forward and for you to overcome whatever war you feel you're facing right now. So the universe wants you to know that you have backup, you have people in your corner, and you're going to conquer anything that you put your mind to today. All right. And last but not least, Source wants us to do this daily to connect. 10 of Coins. 10 of Coins is completion. It's abundance in the material world. And when we think of abundance, we think of everything that we have to be able to offer back to people. We are celebrating in everything that we have. So Source recommends that we connect to our abundance. I know, it's amazing. Hello. So it's so cool to see how the cards give us a whole different perspective, but have a lot of times they play into what the topic is. I love it. So thinking of 10 of coins, you've reached the maximum. You have everything that you want, everything you need. Contemplate the abundance that you have in your life to connect to source. This is going to help you bring in more abundance, bring in more joy, bring in more miracles. It's all about the manifesting, right? So we focus on abundance and we're going to continue on that path. All right. So for us to be able to continue to connect inwardly to source, the universe represents the negative. We want to make sure that our crown chakra, 7 represents the crown chakra. For us to remain connected to the divine, we have to get rid of anything that's blocking our crown chakra. So I definitely recommend, there are energy clearing chakras on YouTube. That's actually something I've got in the works, is going to be really diving in for my packages. And my girls, everyone who's going to be a client in the 12-week program is going to get an entire chakra meditation package. Anxiety, we're going to talk about overcoming challenges, and that's going to be a special bonus in the 12-week program. It is going to be a super jam-packed meditation package. So focus on the crown chakra to clear your energy blocks. It feels like you're lost. It feels like you're alone. It feels like you don't trust your inner guidance. And when you spend just a few minutes each day in prayer, in thinking of abundance, in appreciating everything that you have, that's going to help you clear that block. So take just a few minutes, especially if you're not used to meditating or clearing your mind. Just spend a few minutes today and just say thank you. Oh, absolutely. Getting rid of negative is not easy. It really isn't. It's a challenge. And especially one of the things that I've found that we do, I know I'm guilty of all the time, is scrolling through Facebook news and reading those headlines, and it draws you in because they're pulling in all these negative, so-and-so was killed today. And it's heartbreaking. Start getting rid of negative energy there. Start with Facebook. Make sure that your news feed is all light and air and positivity. And that's going to be a good place to start. Another place to start would be just taking 5 minutes to appreciate everything that you have. That will be that'll be a really good momentum starting point. Is just set a timer 5 minutes and just write down everything that you are thankful for today. And start on that. Okay? So if you guys want to start making meditation, I can't do without the news. You think so. You think so. Then the trick is to be discerning on where you get it. Find news sources that you trust. But also think about why you can't do without the news. What benefit is the news bringing to you? Is that something that you can read about later on? Or is it coming from a place of wanting to know what's going on? Or is it coming from a place of, I have to know because I have to know what's going on in the world? You feel for those people. Okay. Absolutely. What are you doing to protect your energy when you're feeling for those people? Because I think that's part of what we're doing is, as women, we have huge hearts, right? And we want to give and we want to nurture and we want to help everyone. But if the people that we're trying to help You want to help them some way. Of course you do. You know? So what are you, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing to help? As you're doing this, what are you doing? What are you doing to help? If you're seeing something in the news that is upsetting you, are you reaching out to the people who are involved in the story? Because, and this is not to challenge you. This is not to do anything in any way to make you feel bad about what you're doing, because you're doing what you need to do. You're doing what you feel you need to do. But if you're coming from a point where you're taking it on and it's not your energy to take on, you want to get, okay, I see you, baby. I do. But if you're taking on energy that is not yours to take on, what's that doing to you? What's that doing to you, babe? It feels good to give, and it feels good to help, and it feels good to be able to put all of yourself into something, right? So let's find a good and healthy way to do that. All right. Yeah. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pull a card for you, okay? 5 of coins. Lack. You're coming from a place where you don't feel what you have or what the world is offering is enough. And that's actually such a really profound topic to sit and to explore. So maybe in the next upcoming couple of weeks, I'll dive into this, because we want to change things. We want to make an impact. We want to help others. We want to do everything we can and feel like we've made a difference, right? We want to feel like we've made a difference. And I know you have. And you know you have. So why do you feel like it's not enough? Why do you feel like the difference that you've made right now at this point is not enough? There's so many layers to this that I know you want to do more. I know. You're going to be a tough egg to crack. You know that, right? I do love you. I do. I send you so much love, sweetie, because this is where we find ourselves in trouble. This is where we find ourselves in positions to give and give and give and give, and then we don't have anything left. So the question is, are you having fun when you give? Or do you feel like you're filling your purpose when you give? I bet the answer is yes. I do. Because you're a huge heart. You have such a huge heart. And I know that whatever it is you want to do, the trick is going to be changing how you're coming from it. Okay. If you are coming from it from a standpoint of, I have to do this because my heart hurts for them, then you're not doing them any favors. You're not, because you're seeing what they're lacking. You're seeing what is wrong. My challenge for you is to try to view it from a different perspective. Make sure your cup is filled. Make sure you are taking care of yourself, but also view it from a standpoint of, I'm here to help. I'm here to overflow all the goodness of me into you, not because you're missing something, not because you've lost everything, because I know Red Cross, you guys are doing all this stuff about the hurricane and all these people have lost their homes. View it as, these people have a challenge to overcome, and I am the tool that God and the divine can use to make it happen. Yep. You have to protect your energy, that empathy, that you are an empath. You take on energy that's not yours to take on. And that is a challenge. You put them first. Yeah. That doesn't surprise me in the slightest. That doesn't surprise me in the slightest, baby. It really doesn't. So come from a standpoint, you're going to have, this is work. This is work. And I'll tell you what, if you want to try to set up a one-on-one, I have a couple special offers. It's up to you. I'll let you choose, but I would love for you to think about it. I'd love to work with you one-on-one and see if maybe we can just tweak your mindset a little bit so that way you feel better. And that way you can really, really help them feel better. Okay? What do you think? I will catch up with you in the DMs, okay? I'll shoot you a message and we'll see if maybe we can come to an arrangement, because it's when you're coming and you see them as viewing lack and they're missing something, you're not going to help them, because all you're doing is you're paying attention to what they're missing. And by providing them with that feeling, with that mindset, it's weird because people don't always appreciate the work that comes from that standpoint. Okay. So I'll reach out to you and we'll see what we can do, because you know what? If you have that big of a heart that you are on your mission and you're going to make this happen no matter what, I want to support you entirely. I want you to feel good about what you're doing. I want you to view the work from a really good and healthy standpoint and really be able to make a difference that way. Okay? All right, my dears. I am going to head on off. Just remember, connect to your divine guidance today. What has been holding you back? We want to make sure that you are taking time for introspection and reviewing your inner guidance. We want you to understand that you have an entire army behind you. And I want you to understand that focusing on abundance will always, always help you make more of an impact on helping others. Okay? All right, my dears, I will catch up with you all later, and I will speak with you in just a few. All right. Love you all. Go and have a great day. Go and live today with passion. And thank you for watching me for your daily dose of love and caffeination and tarot cards.